Hey guys, JustBricks here with another Pablo for you today. I'm going to be picking an order for Doug. I met Doug through the Discord from the Just a Brick in the Bucket guys. You can see this stuff up here. These are orders that I've already picked today. I've had quite a few this weekend. Some of them I haven't quite finished with. Like some of the parts were used parts and I realized they were a little bit dusty and I hadn't cleaned them yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that before I ship those out. Let's go ahead and get started with this. So a bunch of these parts that he ordered are right here in drawer 2. You can see 2 of them right here on the front. Both these pieces from the Hobbit board game. Let's see, also a 2x4 question mark tile. Yeah, right now in my store I'm doing 15 to 20% off different parts that are in my store. That goes until the end of Labor Day. So by the time this video gets posted, you might have a couple hours to place an order, but I'm not going to have too much time left on it by the time I post this. Yeah, and then I'm also doing this thing where any order over $10, I'm going to include one of my JustBricks stickers. Okay. And a Bricky. This one's a yellow one. I'm not sure why the color is acting weird. Let's see if I can focus on that. There we go. Yep. Let's see, what else do you got? You got one of my 3s and a 2. Trying a different camera angle today, just so I'm not moving around so much. Also, so the sound is a little bit farther away from the drawers and the rattle of the pieces isn't quite so loud. Let's see what else we got. We got some keys and a bottle. I already looked through this order and I'm seeing another thing where I'm going to have a lot of pieces that are going to end up in the same bag because they're from the same category that are in very different drawers, and so it's going to be kind of interesting to see when I get to that far. Let's see, also got one of these little army man guys. Thought those were really cool. Jumping all the way to drawer 30 for the next part. Looks like he's going to be whittling down a few lots for me. That'll help me actually do what I keep saying I'm going to do and split lots out of these drawers. So you got 2 little fishies and a bunny. But yeah, I was trying to group things by category, and then I kind of gave up on that because I was running out of space in my drawers. And then I just started trying to piece things together that I had room for in different drawers. So it's fun. It jumps all the way over here. Got that guy. Oh, thankfully he didn't get any from the drawers that are the farthest away from me. Got a cat. Honestly, this order looks like it's going to be a whole lot easier to pull than I expected. And a juice box. Those are always fun. Like these pieces. Oh, nowhere close to being in your view. Okay, well, let's see if that works a little bit better. I realized the camera wasn't really showing you a whole lot, so I went ahead and moved it down a little bit. You can see it's got a good number of minifigure accessories and a couple animals and things. Some interesting parts there. Let's see, drawer 302. Nope, put the wrong number on this one. That's actually drawer 303. Got some little turtles. baby turtle and an older turtle. Those things were really cute. Oh, next thing on the list is some instructions that I actually already pulled out earlier. Just realized though they're a little bit beat up from shipment. Got a little bit of a mark there. I'll see if that's going to be a problem, or if Doug wants me to discount it any or what on that, because I tend to not like it when things get beat up, and especially when I don't notice it. Oh, also, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and grab a part that he added to his order. He sent me a message through the Discord over there on Just a Brick in the Bucket. He told me he would like one of these, one of the boxes from set 2152, which was in one of my first videos that I put out. And I bought 5 copies of the set and parted them out, so go ahead and include that with his order. Oh, looks like I got another piece that I did not realize was quite as dusty as it is, so I'll go ahead and clean that off before I send it to him. Got that Lord of the Rings eagle. Love those things. I got a few in my collection, and I found that one in a used lot I got a little while ago. I was like, I guess I better sell this one. I can't just keep them all. Alright. Well, that's all from that bin. Time to go to the organizers. OA. Let's see, we got... Uh-oh. Oh, it doesn't have a compartment number on there. You know what? I think I actually moved that into this bin. I might just forgotten to change the number. Nope. Where did I put that? Ah, there it is. I put the wrong container on there. It's actually an OB, one of the little bears from Brave. Don't know if you could actually see that or not. Man, this thing does not want to focus tonight. You know, one of those little Brave bears. They're pretty cool. I actually purchased that set new. I remember that. I got it and parted it out into my store back the first time I started my store. I started my store, I think, back in 2014. And then I did it until summer of 2015. And ended up closing it down because I went back to college for a while. And when I went back to college, obviously I didn't have space while I was there, especially because I was out of state. I'm from Maryland, and I went back to college in California and lived there for a year and a half, just about. Let's see, organizer C. Got a piece of plankton. Got 2 plankton parts, and then the plankton head, which is supposed to be in this part. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find plankton at first because he fell inside of a SpongeBob head. Go ahead and throw those in there. OD, another organizer. Let's see, got, I think that's a scythe. The little ninja sword things, daggers, and the Book of Chaos cover. And I had somebody come to my store and order the little piece from the inside of the Book of Chaos and the back of the Book of Chaos, but didn't order the cover. So thankfully, thanks Doug for buying that and completing the Book of Chaos being sold out of my inventory. Let's see, he got the pearl gold saxophone and a pearl gold snake. Set those both in there. Suitcases. Both my black ones and my light bluish gray one. I'm definitely going to have to sort these parts out a little bit better. But it'll be alright. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why it's split up the suitcases and put a random tile in between them. I don't know, but okay. And then let's see, you got the flask. Not even going to try and pronounce the other word in the flask title. What's interesting with these guys is, come on, focus. Even though the fluid inside is a Lego color, if you list these things in your store, you have to list them as clear as the color, and then each fluid type has a different listing. So it'd be flask with trans neon green fluid for the part listing, and then when you put in the color, oh, come on, focus. When you put in the color, you'd have to put in trans clear. Let's see, that's a common mistake, and if you put it in that way, it'll say that there's no image available, and it just gets a little confusing. Let's see, OD27, a gold dagger. One of the parts I really want to get for my personal collection is one of these daggers, but in the glow-in-the-dark opaque from the, I believe it's from the Chamber of Secrets, or one of the Harry Potter sets. I saw one the other day and I was like, man, I was ordering from a store and they had one. And then I was like, man, that seems really expensive. They wanted $10 for it. And I looked and I was like, oh, that's the most expensive one on BrickLink. So I decided not to go for it. Or actually, it wasn't the most expensive one. One of the other parts I wanted was the most expensive of that type on BrickLink. It was a dark turquoise hand. They only had one in stock and they wanted $10 for it. I was like, I don't think so. I think it was expensive because it was only on like the original Greedo figure. But now that the Troll sets have come out, it was on one of those figures, and so it's not rare anymore. Let's see, OG. Got the OG organizer, which is ironic because it's not one of the originals at all. I just added this one a couple weeks ago. Let's see, bright light orange. What you call it? Radio. Green radio. Oh, here we go. This is where it gets into some interesting stuff from what I remember looking at. Let's see, OG21. We got a gold ingot. Wait, I think that's supposed to be OD21 because there is no OG21. Yep, there it is. So be careful when you put in your remarks, everybody, because you might list something with the remarks incorrect on it, and it gets kind of annoying. Oh, we got another set of instructions from set 2152 in new condition. Very nice. That's one really good thing about these old boxes, is that they have the inner cardboard lining, which made it really good for storage and stuff. In fact, I've been using a couple of those inner liners for just holding my parts while I was picking an order, and that's part of why I haven't listed them in my store yet. Okay, we got this piece from one of the Mos Eisley Cantina sets. That new one that's coming out looks pretty cool, by the way. I won't get it. out of my price range right now, for my own sets at least. Let's see what we got. Pop's Block Shop, they it turned me on to these little sorter trays with a funnel on the end. Very useful. I'm very happy to have it now. If I had to rank the things that have been the most useful in my store, I'd have to go with the label printer that JustBricks in the bucket that Evan did the video about there. I didn't get the same model as what they have, but I got a label printer for my store, and that's been fantastic. But the sorter tray is right up there near the top of the list. Some books. That's all from this row. I really need to change my listings on that one, because I got all kinds of random pieces in there. I got minifigure parts and flames, and yeah, that's one I need to split some lots out of. Part from a Green Lantern set. Oh, he bought my brick separators. My old school green ones. Those are pretty cool. Let's see, what's next? 315. Got some chains, did ya? So, Doug, you'll have to tell me what exactly you're going for here. It just seems like kind of like an order I would place, where it's just like, oh yeah, that's a cool part. Add to cart. Honestly, that's what I do a lot of times. I don't try and collect sets all the time. Sometimes I think about parts that I'd like to have for when I have space to build some mocks. At one point, I'm going to try and build a Lego Western. And in the meantime, I like to collect pieces that I'm like, oh, that would make a nice minifigure for that. Or that would look good in the background of, like, say, a saloon. I think he bought all my little chains. Let's see. Yep, he got all my little chains. Wish I'd seen that a second sooner. I could have left the black ones in there, but easily fixed. Just bought all of those. Looks like he bought all my chains. Yep, he bought all the chains I got in my store, I think. I'll go ahead and just throw those all in the same bag. They'll all fit. What was I talking about? Western, yeah. I'm kind of out of space where I'm at. Hope sometime in the next 2 years to be out of an apartment and into an actual house. Hopefully a house with either a good-sized basement or a good-sized garage. And that finishes that order. But yeah, hopefully at some point I'm going to have more space to do mocks and things. I'm going to go ahead and clean the couple parts that need to be cleaned, find a box, and pack up all these parts. Here's Doug's Bricky. He's sad. You know why he's sad? Bricky's sad because he's blue. He's just feeling a little blue. Something I haven't mentioned before in my Pablos is I do like to differentiate between new and used parts. I will never put new and used parts together unless it's something like one new lot and it's easily separated. Like in the one order I had before, I had something like a cape that was new and in its own little box, and then I put it in a bag with the other parts. These are all new pieces in that particular one, but that's something I have done before. But what I do like to do is I'll put like used parts and new parts in their own different bags, and I'll just put either a U for used parts or an N for new parts on the bag, just so if someone has purchased both used and new parts in my store that are the same piece, they can tell just at a glance which ones are new, which ones are used. And it's just simpler that way, and it helps them check the inventory of their order and make sure that they got what they ordered. Anyway, that should be it for this video. Here, I'll give you a close-up of Doug's order. So we got the Lord of the Rings eagle that I still need to clean. 2 sets of instructions. The box from 2152. And let's see, brick separators and chains and minifigure accessories and plankton and the big one and a bunch of animals and a few new parts. Doug, thanks for your order. Until next time, y'all have a good one.